Civil war, Rixiger, deserter, West... Oh my word. This treacherous man has defied your will and started a civil war. So basically, everyone is just starting a civil war. He was a new general.
One of your provinces has a vacancy for a governor. A province with a governor may enjoy increased economic productivity and improved public order.
Yeah, I bet there's a vacancy for a governor. I bet there bloody well is, but every time I put a new governor in, he rebels the next turn. You know what I said right at the start of the stream about changing the campaign to be harder? I am really glad I didn't. Yeah, I guess I have to get my head around this. I guess the loyalty side of this is a much bigger thing than I expected. So we're going to have to study that up for the next stream, I think. Anyway, speaking of which, I'm just going to briefly check and see what's working and what isn't on this. So I shall be back in just a moment. Well, so it turns out that apparently chat's down for the entire lot of Twitch, which makes me feel a whole lot better, because I thought it was just me and I've broken something. But it is just bloody typical. For my first Twitch live stream, the chat cuts out halfway through, and I'm sat there talking to myself for the best part of an hour, wondering, is it just me? Does no one want to talk to me? But no, thankfully it's Twitch. This game, this playthrough here, there's obviously a lot more depth to this game than I thought when I first looked at it, which is a good thing. Obviously I've got to think about the supplies and the food for the realm. But the loyalty of the commanders is certainly another thing. I didn't think that would be so easy to flip right at the start. Maybe it's a case of replacing the starting commanders with ones that will be more loyal or have more influence. Maybe I just went to war when I shouldn't have done. Maybe I should have waited for them to declare war on me. I don't know. It's all stuff to think about. If that's going to be the case for every playthrough, then that's going to be just a real pain in the arse to manage. And it's just something that might take away a bit from the game. But at the same time, if it's because I've just done something wrong, then that's a pretty good aspect to the game. It's another element to it, another way of having to think about it and plan it. And it could be something good. I do like strategy games with depth. I don't like games where you just go out and just conquer everything, build an army. So it's good to have to think about it, but I'm not sure that those generals, or as many of those leaders, should have flipped quite like that. I mean, Alfred is still alive, right? Alfred the Great. There he is. And he does have a lot of influence. But why my realm has just been plunged into civil war, I'm not sure. I've obviously done something wrong. So I shall go away and have a think about that. Where we got up to, anyway. Right, we had just conquered London. Oh, hi, Aimless. Welcome to the stream. Snooze and his jolly band are invading England. There's a lot of snoozes. A lot of snoozes, and I've got to wipe them out. Or, you know, incorporate them into my empire. That would do. Right, so one of the things that we struggled with last time, and just noticed we've got to research a new technology. I'll do that. Trained fighters would give us feared axemen. Well, that would be an improvement. And Earl's Thanes, they would be better. Better spearman units, we could start doing that. Also, on the civic, military support. There's nothing. I'm not too keen on that. We'll go for the military stuff. Oh, defensive tactics as well. 20% shield effectiveness for sword and axe infantry. Lots of good options. We'll go for spears, I think, to start with. Evening, Gremmer. Welcome to the stream. You love the Warhammer Total War games. Didn't get thrown to Britannia. Is it similar? It's pretty similar. I prefer this to the Warhammer games. They've added a few new features. One of which I'm going to mention right now. It's last time, if you caught the stream or watched the VODs up on the channel, you'll remember that I had a bit of an issue with loyalty of the generals. Some scheming bar stewards rebelled pretty early on in the game and took some lands with them. Well, one thing I figured out about that is the loyalty. Let's have a look. This is a different feature. I don't think this was in the Warhammer Total War game. I got this feature called Estates, which is basically, as a royal character, you can own estates, which is just land. And you can assign those estates to your followers, your generals and your governors. Now then, if you don't assign estates to your followers and you keep them all for yourself, your followers tend to get a bit hacked off with you for being a greedy, thieving, ruthless king. So that's why the loyalty issue was so bad. If we have a look at the estates tab here, okay, we can see that Alfred's got loads of estates, way too many, and he hasn't shared them out. Some people have none at all, like Rixica, that was the new general I think I recruited last term. Loyalty of 0, and one of the reasons why, well, he wants to get married by the looks of that. He doesn't have any estates. So we can fix that and hopefully stop the realm rebelling. Yeah, I figured some of that out by myself, but there was a useful post on the Total War forums as well. So let's go and see if this makes a difference. So the estates with a little crown on are mine. I don't think it matters which ones I hand over to him, so let's give him... Is that Bath Ancestor? Or Bath? Well, I've given him one of the estates in Bath, and he's instantly got more loyalty. He's still unhappy that he doesn't have enough estates, though. Maybe not a bad character, this one, but we can give him another one. We've got plenty to spare. I need to... Oh, that's maybe a bit too much influence. Yeah, if the influence gets too high, if they got more influence than the king, then the loyalty starts to drop. Maybe I should just hand these out a bit more evenly. Who else needs some? This guy's pretty loyal, so he can have an estate. We'll give him Isle of Wight. I don't think it really matters. Oh, hang on. Whoa, I've got to watch that influence, actually. I'm better off giving this to people with lower influence, like this guy. This shouldn't matter. Let's give him the rest of Bath. Like that. See, his influence only goes up by 1. The lower the influence on your followers, the better. Because then the loyalty issues don't build up quite so fast. Personally, like how when you or the AI recruits a unit, it actually has to gather strength. Yeah, I like that too. It's like you just recruit a basic unit and then it spends the rest of the season gathering in the men from the Westfold or wherever they come from. Makes it impossible to suddenly just plop down a whole new full stack army. Yeah, it is a nice feature, that. It feels a bit more like calling the banners, doesn't it? Yeah, quite like that. So we've handed out a few estates. I've got 4, I think. Still got decent influence. Loyalty's better. He's complaining he doesn't have enough estates, but the loyalty isn't critical. Just Wiglaf. Yeah, I'm not giving him another estate. I'll give this guy another one because, well, nothing much to lose. I'll keep myself at 3. That should do. Cool. And that, I think, he got a nice bonus to loyalty. Loyalty 9. Excellent. Yeah, this is looking a lot healthier now. They've all suddenly lost that loyalty penalty for me having too many estates. So that was cool. It looks like maybe the optimum is 3. Depends, I suppose, on my other stats, so we'll just see what happens with that. Right, so, point 1 sorted out. So that was pretty handy. MN Madman, hi, welcome to the stream. Thanks for joining us tonight. Okay, so that was point 1, and that's going to make a big difference to the game. The other thing was that I need to get some food supplies in because we are in a bit of a bad state. I'm actually eating more food than my realm is providing at the moment. And also I think building farms to produce more foods also builds extra estates. So yeah, I think that's where my extra estates came from. So that place is currently in rebellion, is it? Yeah, the West Saxe usurpers. I've got to get Winchester back. I don't have any armies just too near. I don't want these to fall under another nation. Middenhurst. That whole region's just gone, unfortunately. Somewhere pretty safe. Let's find out. Let's go and look at my governors. That's the wrong screen. It's that one. Get the governors up. Who's the loyal 8s, 9s? Him. Athelhelm, he's nothing. An 8. Elfric, he is Wiltshire. Right, okay, so if we go to Wiltshire. Where's Wiltshire? Not that one. This one. No governor assigned. That can't be right. Ethendun. Elfric. Right. Loyalty 8. Okay, so this is the place to build farms because he's nice and loyal and that place isn't likely to rebel. That's my thinking. The farms are a bit expensive, but they do produce more food, so let's go for that. 4 turns for that one. In the meantime, I could get rid of some of my armies, get the requirements for food down like that, but we'll see what happens anyway. Okay, let's have a look. We've got 2 armies over here. We've got a big enemy army just camped over there. I don't want to split my lads up.
We will do our utmost.
Strong ones I think I can leave in London, and maybe I can just get Alfred's army. That is Alfred, isn't it? Yeah. Bring him back, and he can go and put down these trash rebels. That sounds like a good plan, because actually putting down rebellions gets all your influence and other stats up and things. No McDonald's to solve a food problem. No, apparently not. Surprisingly, they didn't have a McDonald's back in 878. Can't think why. Okay, now I've got a load of warnings going off. I could maybe get rid of some units in here. I got rid of one of the archers. What's the food requirement of these guys? Does it say? I can't see. Well, let's see. That's so I'm losing 12 food a turn. What about if I just merge? Can I just merge these guys? Disband them. Can I merge them together? Okay, so if I merge them, I get 1 decent unit. That's not gone down, but I'll disband this little 8. Wow, that made a big difference. So for all there was only 8 guys in that unit, yeah, that's nearly solved the food problem. So it seems that the food use or the food production is taken, or the food, what's the word I'm looking for? Upkeep is taken per unit, not, it doesn't matter how many guys are in there. That's pretty good to know, because maybe I can just combine a couple more somewhere. I've got 39 of these guys. I can't combine the horsemen, they're different types. Could get rid of that. Let's get rid of that. That's got the food situation back in hand, and that should help everything else. Right. So far, so good. Whew. Right, so by the end of the last stream, I thought this game might be a write-off, but no, it's just because I didn't know what the hell I was doing. So hopefully that'll put some of that right. Yeah, my units were suffering attrition due to the food loss, but hopefully fix that now, Aimless. Oh, thanks, Gremmer. Yeah, if I'd read chat, I'd have worked out that combining them can reduce the food. It's an interesting sort of... it's a nice little mechanic in the game, actually, that you don't just need to create the units and have the cash to pay the wages. You need to feed them as well. It gives more of a strategic edge to this, which is pretty good. So we've got rebels running about all over the place. Middlesex has just risen up against us. Is that...
The influence of one of your nobles now exceeds that of your king.
Really?
Be wary.
Who?
For such power makes men susceptible to ideas above their station.
That's not good. Right, let's go and have a look at what's going on here. Lost 109 men. Not good, not good at all. So, I think I just need to get him out of here, really, don't I? There is an army down there. There shouldn't be much of a problem. They should be rebels. Rebel scum.
All forces in good order.
I do have supplies, so let's get over there. Right, so who just rose up against me? these guys here.
Not an option.
That is a rebel army of English rebels. Well, should we trash them? There's that dude up there.
We will do our
I think I can trash these, then get back into London behind the walls pretty safely.
Leave none alive.
This should be a nice slaughter, so let's go for it. Try and take some prisoners. Kahunkiataja, good evening. I hope I've got that name somewhat vaguely correct. What is it, Friday night? Is it like everyone log in with names that I find hard to pronounce night or something? But welcome to the stream. So they got some skirmishers. I don't think I've fought javelin guys before. I've got plenty of archers to take them all down with. Oh, it's raining. I don't think it'll matter. We'll just see if it fares up a little bit. Oh, that's better. Nice open plain. Bit of flanks for the cavalry. We'll put those archers ready to run into that wood. Get you over there. Brutalizer. Welcome. Yeah, glad you managed to catch it. But I'm glad you managed to catch this one too.
Yours to command.
Get those stuck on the front line.
Making ready.
Cavalry out on the flanks. Let's go.
Ready.
So I have a nice big defensive line right across the middle with a rock in the way. Okay,
Yourself.
maybe not.
Making haste.
The reinforcements have arrived!
We've got reinforcements coming. Who the hell are these guys? Is this the
The enemy tremble before our superior...
Is this the London garrison or something? I didn't even know I had. Oh well, news to me. I don't think I'll need them though.
Archers! Horsemen!
Get them out round the flanks. Did chat just go down then? Is it back or is it broken again like the last stream? Right, we'll try not to lose too many men in this. Who's that running off over there? Skirmishers, okay. Let's get the archers out there. I'm going to turn their fire at will off just because they always seem to end up shooting into my own men. Run! Oh, I don't need to run, they can shoot from there. Cool, right, looks like a fight's coming. Cavalry around the back. On this side. I actually got your name right, did I? Brutalizer? I nearly went for Brutalizer. I guess I got lucky. Okay, fellas. Do you have a formation like... Ooh, what's this we can do? Group defend. AI instructions. Oh, that's pretty good. Toggle guard mode. Shield castle. Let's see, what does this do? Oh, right, okay. It's like some non-historical shield wall. Well, let's use it. What's that? Rally. That's my generals in there. Now, are those archers still shooting? These are axemen. We might as well shoot the axemen. I see no point in getting into a melee fight whilst my archers still have missiles, so let's just speed this up a bit. My archers doing much to these guys? Not a lot. Let's get a big, hefty, dense target. There we go. That's more like it. Shoot into their flanks. That should do the job. Whoa, 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 whoa. That came on a bit fast. Right. The archers, we'll get those horses in now, I think. Bring them up. Here they come.
Set for war. Awaiting orders.
Trying to hit this flank. They've stopped. Have they stopped? No, they're coming in. I've got to see this. Clash against the shield wall. Right. Round the flanks. Cavalry's in. What's going on here? Okay, javelin men. Charge. Come out of that shield wall.
Awaiting orders.
My cavalry's probably taking a pasting over there.
See, they flee before our might.
Oh, now we can get in. Right, and you into the back of anything, really. Right, you get after them. Chase them down. Don't attack shield bearers with archers. Well, it wasn't from the front. Flanking fire should be pretty good, and it provoked them into attacking, which is what I wanted, so that was all good. What's that do? Toggle loose spacing.
The troops are routing. Horsemen, the enemy
got him,
general
right?
is dead.
Yay. Well, you know, it should have been a victory, that. It would have been a really bad do if I'd lost that one. Uh, 51 losses. I can take that. Good win, thanks. Well, it was an easy win. I can't take too much credit for that one. I'm going to try and recruit some of these warriors back in. I get 3% replenishment.
Get marching, men.
Enemy killed in battle. Excellent. This army's still there, but it's run off. And I think I'm going to get back into
We are ready.
London. Is London... That's just a port, right? It's not two separate cities. It looks... The way you can move into it, it looks like two separate cities, but I think that's just a port. Maybe that enables sea travel. I haven't tried that yet. Anyway, I don't want that Viking army coming after me in the open. It's a bit big. I do have some cash.
We will do our utmost.
I don't have any food production, though. Back in that situation. I have fields coming on, so we can go back over to one of these places. Who was the guy who suddenly was claimed to be having too much influence? 66633. There's an influence. I'm on 7. Ah, I've got this guy. He's got 2. I can take... Should I take an estate off him? Let's see what happens if I do that. Loyalty. Whoa, he just got more influence. I shouldn't have done that, should I? No, I've given him an estate. You... That was not the button I wanted to press. So, I'm taking that. Yes. No, I can't do it. I can't take it off him, can I? Once it's assigned. That was a mistake.